Hey, we are back. Welcome to Tipsy Gossip Podcast. I am Roz Mixon with the host, Marcy Diamond and,
Hey,
and Kinshok. How are you ladies doing tonight? How you been? What we missed? What's going on? Start
so
from the beginning.
good. We missed Christmas. We missed so much. We missed New Year's. We missed the young lady getting released from Russia. I didn't even get to speak on that. What a bummer. We
Oh,
missed a
yeah.
lot because I was sick.
I missed a lot. I was sick too. Brittany Griner I think
Mhm.
we talked about that, didn't we?
Nope, I was about to, but I couldn't show up.
Brittany Griner got released from the Russian prison. And there's a lot of, I called it fake outrage because people was upset about the Marine that didn't get let loose. But,
Yep.
Kinshok.
I'm good. I'm here. I wasn't outraged. I was confused, but
That's it. Okay. What else did we miss? I had the flu real bad.
Yeah.
Influenza A is what they called it, and then I had a sinus infection and ear infection, and I was I was out. That was bad. You can still hear my voice. I'm still recovering from it all.
I can hear it.
Yeah, so all my videos sound crazy now.
If I cough, I can't stop coughing lately. So if I cough, I'll mute it and walk away.
Okay. All right. So where do you? Oh, I lost track. Oh, thank you for watching. If you're watching on the YouTubes, make sure you subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, share it. That's the most important thing. If you listen to this on SoundCloud, iTunes, all that good stuff, share it. Share it, share it, share it. And also, if you want to see the best show, come to the YouTubes and watch it on YouTube. It's the best. Subscribe to the YouTube, watch it live, watch it a couple times, share that also. Basically, we want you guys to share it. Share the podcast, share what we talk about us on your social media so everybody come come watch. I need something to drink.
Hell yeah. Watch, y'all. Watch.
All right, I need you two to talk while I go get something to drink. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was Andrew Tate. He got arrested. And I did not know he lived in Romania. And then I read just now, and it says that a week after he got arrested, this was as of Wednesday, January 4th at 6:12 p.m. So that was just like, we're Eastern, so it's 7:19 Eastern. So just an hour ago, they released an article that said that his high-dollar car collection has reportedly been seized. Romanian authorities confirmed the seizure on Wednesday, less than a week after the controversial figures was arrested on human trafficking and sex abuse charges. A dozen vehicles were taken from Tate's Bucharest property, and these included a Rolls-Royce Wraith, an Aston Martin Vanquish S Ultimate, a Porsche Carrera 4S, and a couple of Ferraris, as well as this $2.9 million Bugatti Chiron. Unbelievable. They were trying to determine if the cars were purchased with money made from alleged human trafficking schemes. This guy had such a big mouth. It almost seems like, hello.
What's up, Tevin? Enjoy the pod. What's up, Marcy? That's my Pog. She knows that.
Kevin, he's so sweet.
Mega Man, he got caught because he was bullying a teen girl. Yeah, that's the thing I understand. Why is he going so hard at Greta Thunberg?
Trying to show off about his cars and telling her, I got all these cars, I got this, I got that. It seems like if you got a big mouth, it seems like they want to take you down. People will find dirt on you and take you down. Like let's say I was this porn star, which I am, but I was going against the Catholic Church, or I was going against the church, and I was wearing nun outfits in all my videos, and I was fuck the church and saying shit like, I'm fucking Jesus. And I had a guy that was dressed like Jesus and I was screwing him. You start pissing off the wrong people, they will take you down. The church would take me down and I would be like nowhere to be found. I wouldn't have business. I wouldn't have shit.
He took himself down.
Right. But he's pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah, he pissed a lot of people off, but he took himself down by being arrogant.
That's what I mean.
because
here's the,
it has nothing to do with the cars. It has nothing to do with Greta. It has nothing to do with any of that. He took himself down because he ordered pizza and then tried to humiliate somebody, telling them, he like waved her in and was like, bring me my food or whatever, and sat the pizza down in the camera frame.
I never saw that.
No,
And they knew
some reports said it wasn't the pizza. They say he knew he was there. They just was waiting for the right time. But here's the video. We can watch the video quick.
Yeah, what happened? I never even saw this.
Just watch this. This is terrible.
I'm gonna
let me know if you can hear it.
Some greenhouse gas.
Oh God, now it's acting funny.
Release some greenhouse gases. I'm obviously.
Oh, now it's acting funny. But basically, he took a hit of a cigar tomorrow, releasing greenhouse.
Stranger to all.
Dumb shit is that? Okay, we're gonna let it load up for a second. But like, this is the video he released doing that Greta Thunberg. For what reason? She's 19. You're in your 30s. Why are you arguing with a 19-year-old? I mean, that's just dumb on itself.
But when you fuck with people, the wrong people, I swear they come at you. People come at you.
I'm obviously a stranger to online controversy. It's not something I often do. But now, the mainstream press is commenting on the fact that I was informing Greta that my very extensive car collection with internal combustion engines, which run on dead dinosaurs, have an enormous emission profile. And she replied by telling me her own email address.
This guy's an asshole. Maybe it's not working for a reason.
And she replied by telling me her own email address. Greta's email address is, I have small dick energy. Why would that be your own email address, Greta? Strange. I mean, also, I don't want to assume her gender. It's 50-50. But it is what it is. I'm actually mad at Greta. Please bring me pizza and make sure that these boxes are not recycled.
Oh, Lord.
I'm actually mad at Greta, right? Because she doesn't realize she's been programmed. She doesn't realize she's a slave of the Matrix. She thinks she's doing good. Someone has sat her down and convinced her to try and convince you to beg your government to tax you into poverty to stop the sun from being hot.
Is it over yet? Please let it be.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop it because it's not playing. But basically, just talking dumb shit. That's how you get the audience now. You talk about conspiracy theories. We're caught in the Matrix. The government is taxing us unfairly. That's how you get a crowd, and people eat that shit up like cake. He's sitting there in this row smoking this big cigar, talking about fossil fuels and my big cars run on a bunch of gas. It's dumb shit. And the fact that he got arrested for human trafficking and you people still supporting him, sick world. Sick world.
And I guarantee you Greta had nothing to do with the human trafficking. She didn't set that up. She didn't, write about it, tweet about it. She probably didn't even know about it. She just gave him a snarky answer to a tweet that I don't know what she did to warrant it. It's like he just came out of left field with that. And so she just, snarked back at him and was like, what? She's 19, like you said. She snarked back at him and he got mad, made this video and wound up catching himself for whatever he was doing because they had to be looking at him for that anyway.
There's no way you can look at this guy. Just look at him.
No, please don't.
And then say, this is somebody I need to follow.
Right.
This is somebody I need to be a fan of.
Exactly. Why?
Even if you were a fan of his, listen to him talking about my cars and my this and that. Talk to a 19-year-old, when you be like, wait a minute, what is you doing? What's the point of this? There's bigger fish to fry in the world than going after a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
She can't even legally buy alcohol in the United States, and you sitting having a bit back and forth with her.
It said that he was having girls perform on a subscription-based website, and I almost think it's OnlyFans because you can make so much money on there. So that's how I think he was affording his cars and all his bullshit.
Really?
Him and his brother. Yep.
So there was.
They had all these girls performing on a subscription-based website, and they had to give them the money.
So he thought he was pimping.
Yep. Basically what he was doing. That's what they mean by human trafficking. Making these girls, they had no choice about it, perform on these websites.
The sad thing is, he didn't even have to do that. He could have used his shitty platform that he has, and just talk to his fans on like YouTube or TikTok or something, and probably made about even the same amount of money.
I'm trying to figure out, how did he have any money at all?
Making videos like that.
But they said he was a kickboxer, I think, in the past.
Yeah, he was a kickboxer.
He didn't make that much money kickboxing.
No, he didn't. No. There's no money in kickboxing. MMA, there's money in that, mixed martial arts, but there's no money in kickboxing. Unless you go into the UFC, you're not going to make any real money. And the UFC isn't really that, big of money to be living like that. So
that's because Dana White doesn't want to pay his people. Speaking of Dana White, oh my gosh, did you see the video?
Dana White wife slapped him and he slapped her back, and
yeah, and here's how I feel about that. He says, I don't even know, his apology kind of irks me because he's blaming himself 100% for it. If a woman slaps you, you're putting yourself in the shoes of a man. My dad always said that when I was little. Don't ever start hitting a man because you're putting yourself in the shoes of a man and you might get hit back. So why the fuck is it all his fault?
And that reason right there alone is why he's not getting as much harassment as anybody else. So excuse the flashing lights and shit. So they're arguing back and forth. She smacks him.
Yeah, first.
And he smacks her back.
That's just reaction.
He smacks her. I know.
I disagree with that being reaction.
Some pushing and shoving. Somebody say he's having a roid rage. He's all built up and stuff. Probably having a roid rage.
Or just
sick of her crap. In a place of a man. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't slap somebody and say, well, I got a dick, you got a vagina, so blah, blah, blah.
No, we don't see that. We don't need to see a slowdown. But basically, they was in the bar. No, we don't know what was said between the two, but they got to arguing, and that's what happened.
So give us your take, Kinshok.
That, to me, as a person who slapped many a person, that doesn't look like it does look like reaction, but not initial reaction. It's like she has hit him just one time too many. That's what that looks like. Where'd she go? What happened?
Just keep going.
But it's looked like he's grabbed her hand a couple of times and pushed her away or blocked it or something. That looks like, I'm sick of your crap. I've had it. I'm not dealing with it no more. Tonight's the night. One tequila shot too many. And he just was like, nope, I'm done.
Oops.
Welcome back.
I hit the wrong button.
Tevin says, "Do you still make music?"
No, because the guy that I was making music with, I think he went to jail. So it's like every 5 seconds we're supposed to be on and popping and doing shit, and then he's mysteriously just ain't answering, gone. I haven't been able to get a hold of him in like 3 to 4 months. Every time I turn around, he's going to jail. So I think I'm done with this guy.
We need to hear this music.
I think it's, let me see if I can find it.
We need to hear the Marcy Diamond.
Shit, it ain't
Flow.
nothing. You just mostly laugh at it.
No, I wouldn't laugh at it.
You just be like, what the fuck? This is trash.
No. I don't know. So people are getting upset because asking, why isn't Dana White canceled? Because cancel culture isn't real. People only get canceled when they believe in it and cancel themselves. And Nori from Drink Chance about why is it Dana White canceled? I'm like, you wasn't canceled yourself. What you worried about it for? You know, you wasn't canceled after the Kanye thing. You still have your show.
Oh my God, look. That's on Spotify.
Yeah, we're all over.
You're so amazing. I love you. You're amazing. I'm about to cry seeing myself on there because of you.
We are all over.
Wow. I don't see my music, but I see that, and that's good enough for me.
Yes, we are on Spotify. If you're on Spotify, if you listen on Spotify, thank you so much. Make sure you share it. iTunes, Google Music, Amazon Music, Stitcher.
Yay.
What else is there? We're on all the major outlets. We're on all of them.
Yeah, buddy. Hoes need love too. I like that. Is making a hoe a housewife or husband the move in 2022? Oh, so that was a while ago.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Do you think that's the right thing to do?
What?
Making a whole housewife.
I don't know. It depends on the hoe, because I tell you what, half these porn stars aren't trash that I know. Most porn stars and most escorts are just, good God, not all of them, but a lot of them I've met are just trash, straight trash. So dishonest, steal from you, lie to you, talk about you. Thank you so much, Alex. But I haven't had good luck with escorts.
What's up, Alex?
Porn stars myself, so I'm speaking from experience.
Well, there's got to be one out there, or more
There are
than one.
several.
Including
There's good
yourself.
ones, but I haven't run into them, is what I'm saying. There's hardworking.
They probably going through.
Yeah.
They're probably going through the same thing you are, where you try to be friends with people, and they just trying to use you for whatever little bit they can get out of you. So
there's hardworking, good ones that are honorable and have just know how to treat you as a human being and as a person, as a friend. And then there's ones that don't, and I keep seeming to meet the ones that don't. Maybe one day that'll change.
You just gotta meet the right people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm done trying to make friends with porn stars, though. I'm done with that. I am like, 0 for 4. Doesn't that mean like you're like 0 for 4 means you've lost, right? Rayan?
Yeah.
3 strikes, you're out.
No, but 0 for 4 would mean I've lost. All.
Yeah, you're not doing well.
Okay, good. That's what I mean then. That's exactly what I mean. I'm not done good at all.
I can understand your pain, but I just can't give up on people.
Yeah.
But I find my friends at like comic book conventions and I like throw something and like hits them in the back of the head, and they're like, "Who threw that?" And I'm like, "Me, the weirdo." That is, it's finding friends is difficult for some people, and it's easy for other people, and it's not easy for me
It's not
because
easy for me.
and I'm not sure what the issue is. And I think okay, I would say you're too trusting, and I would say I'm not trusting enough. I
I'm too
keep
I would
trusting and I
say
want to take care of everybody. And that's the
you too
problem.
trusting. You get too many chances.
I
You
give too
ignore the
many
red
chances.
flags.
I sure do. I do ignore the red flags. How do you know all this about me?
Because I listen to you. I listen to you. I'm like, why did she? You seen it coming. You know, you got to get rid of people.
Yep. Yep. And I
Tevin
keep
asked the
on
question
going.
that always get asked. You and Virgo are cool, right? My yes, they were very cool, but they
We
fell falling
were.
out.
We were, but we had a.
Falling out.
It tanked. Yep. My cat, he must have to go to the bathroom. Yep, it tanked and never looked back since. And that was like, you know when it tanked, which is so funny, in 2016 or 17. That's so long ago, but people still think it was like yesterday that we were friends.
Well, because people don't know. They don't, see
5,
you
6
often.
years ago. They see a video of me and her and they think, oh, we're good friends. We were best friends. And then it just went south.
There was tons of content out there.
Tons of it. I mean, that's the person I have the most content with.
You have a 1 million view YouTube video with her, which is crazy.
Yeah.
1 million views.
Yeah, for how to twerk.
I take you say you need to
I think I
update the
watched
version.
that video.
And it's a shitty video anyway. So
I
it's like,
do it at work, and they was like, "Why do you know this?" I was like, "I saw it on YouTube."
that's so funny.
You need to update the version. Just by
Yeah.
yourself.
I need to do one with Kinshok, how to twerk.
That would not. It might get 1 million views, but it would they would all be like downvoted or whatever you do on YouTube. They'd all be like dislikes. Like, please get her away from the camera. No, it would be bad. Might be funny, but
Yeah.
Tevin says, "I love Marcy twerk videos. Would love her to throw it back on me once. He's
Oh,
one time."
hey. Tevin, you're so loyal. I love you.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. I have an update on the story.
Okay.
Tell me, do you remember this? Dennis Cynthia Perkins filmed her husband supplying semen on the cupcakes that she took to the junior high. You remember that story?
Yeah.
She received 41 years in jail.
For semen cupcakes, that's not enough.
Her husband, who was the former county ex-deputy, got 100 years in prison for sex crimes.
How did they find out there was semen? Can we go back a little bit?
I'm not sure. Let me read about it. Let me look it up.
All right,
how
cool.
they found out. But they made a video. The whole thing's messed up.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Yeah, find that information and we can talk amongst ourselves.
that is so disgusting. Why would you do that?
I don't even know how somebody would find out unless you were stupid enough to videotape it and someone went through your phone and then they found the video.
Or they was standing off in the corner giggling. Look, they eating it. Look, they eating it. Oh.
Exactly. That's sick, man.
I am so sorry, but I am trying my best not to seriously, that is so gross.
Very.
Because they weren't they were serving these to children.
Yep.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'm having connection issues.
2 children.
That's like these people who tell people who wear glasses, if you put urine in your eyes,
what?
It'll clear it up. And I'm like, First of all, whose urine am I supposed to be putting in my eyes?
I saw some dude that brushes his teeth with urine in jail. In the jail, he does it.
Please stop. Please stop.
I never blocked you.
Well, apparently they were getting a divorce, and she told him that they committed some crimes.
Oh, really?
I'm having connection issues for real.
No shit.
I'm all the way messed up.
Evan.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So apparently they were getting divorced, and they did a crime against a small child together, and she reported it about him, and she told it all about the court case, everything. So now they're both going to jail.
Wow, she tried to tell on
Well,
him,
you
and
know, she won't be there for the rest of her life, isn't it? I mean, she's how old is she? She's. I mean, get out of you 70 something.
God. Semen cupcake.
And just like fuck it.
Can't play around like that. I don't know why people do shit like that. 41 years isn't enough to do that to children.
They do it because they think it's funny, and that they're exerting some kind of control over the other person. So that's their own little power trip.
Yeah.
It's their way of. I'm like, how are you so small in the world? I mean, I know I am one of 362 million people in America.
Yeah.
I'm not significant in any kind of way, but I don't feel the need to exert dominance over even my cat that lives here. I may yell at him, but then I feel bad, and I'm like, "Come here, let me give me some rubs," because I feel bad because I yelled at him because he's a cat. He didn't do anything. So I mean, why is their personality so messed up that they have to do things like this to feel important? Why is it so important that they feel important?
Because they don't. I mean, that's the thing. Though you're trying to make sense of stuff that you, no matter. I mean, even if the person explained it to you, you probably still wouldn't understand. So, I mean, people are sick. You know, they don't have a reason. They're just sick in the head. They're trying to
But
figure
that's
it
the
out.
thing, they can explain it. If you ask them, why did you do that? I guarantee you, neither one of them can tell you. They'll be like, it was a Tuesday. And that's. I mean, I don't know. I guess I feel important to the people that are important to me. I feel important to my children. I feel important to my father who's still alive. I feel important to the people that matter to me. That would hurt me if one of them said, I don't want anything else to do with you. That would break my heart.
Yeah.
But if the person across the hall from me say, I don't like you, bitch, I don't know you. I don't care. So maybe that's not what maybe that's what they're not getting, is they don't have friends and family that care about them. Welcome back.
Hello.
I mean, even if they did tell you the reason, would it still be acceptable? I mean, there's nothing you can tell
It
me
might
to
not be
say that.
acceptable, but I would, if you could at least acknowledge a reason behind what you did, that means you put some thought into what you did. It might not have been proper thought, and the conclusion definitely was wrong. But if you had a thought process in what you did, that at least says to me that you thought out what you were doing. It was stupid in the end, but if you can tell me, if I went outside and dug a hole in the ground and planted a tree, I could tell you why. I want that tree to grow lemons. Now, if I planted a pine tree, that's not gonna happen. But if I plant a lemon tree, it will happen. But at least I have a thought process behind what I did. But I don't think that either one of them can answer you if you ask them, why did you do that? And that's what's the most messed up thing about it.
Mm.
Yeah, he's fucked
I
up.
see everybody. I see everybody in the comments. Make sure you comment. Let us know where you watching from. I see everybody lining up in there. Make sure you comment any questions or comments on what we're talking about.
And a side note, I think I blocked him because he asks me to follow him all the time, and it just drove me crazy. I don't follow everybody.
Yeah, that's definitely a reason.
Yeah, and it just drove me crazy. So I was like, I can't take it anymore. So nothing personal. I just
don't act. Don't be that guy that always asking for a follow back.
Yeah, because it drives me nuts.
Dev Lowe's calling from the big Texas.
Hey, Texas. So what's our next subject?
Well, there really too many stories about it, but Kanye's missing.
Oh,
He's been
yeah.
missing for some time.
I know the backstory on it.
What's the backstory?
That his lawyer is trying to sue him, his own lawyer, for $4.5 million, and he cannot find him to serve him the papers because Kanye apparently has sold his ranch in Wyoming, gave his house in California that he bought next to Kim Kardashian, gave it to her, has given everything away, and sold everything. So he has no residence. So the guy, his lawyer, is trying to sue him for unpaid monies, and he can't find him to serve him. So he's gone missing.
Oh, so basically, it's about some money. See, I knew people trying to get these conspiracy things. Kanye told the truth, and now he's disappeared. Like, cut the bullshit. I'm pretty sure if he wanted to be seen, he'll be seen.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I didn't miss him. I didn't know he was missing. And now that I know he's missing, I still don't miss him. And he can stay missing. As far as I'm concerned. That's why I was late, because my son and I were talking about that. He was like, Kanye's a genius. I was like, oh God, what did I bring into this world?
He's so funny.
And I was like, we can have a conversation about this later, but I gotta go.
I mean, he's a okay. Just because you a genius at music doesn't mean you're a genius at everything else. And that's the problem with him, is that people has been telling him, "Oh, you're a genius," and he thinks that everything he does is the most inspiring thing in the world, and it's not. He talks basic shit. The buildings shouldn't have steps; they should have ramps, so everybody could go up ramps. And they're oh wow, Kanye, that's wow, Kanye, that's inspiring, Kanye. No, it's not.
Right.
There's buildings like that already.
I do have a little concern that he is in the middle of a mental breakdown or episode, and is highly manic. And if that's the case, he may not be in control fully of what he's doing. So he may be doing rash things, and that can get him hurt. So I do worry about that.
Marcy Diamond's more of a genius than Kanye West, according to Alex.
Jeez, what did I do? Kanye West is not dead as rumors flood the internet amid missing. Wow.
It's just, I'm glad we not having no Kanye stories because his interviews are just I I don't know. It's like the people who talk about don't be sheep are always the most sheep people to these people. It's crazy. Don't
Yep.
be a sheep, but then they follow Alex Tate to every word he says. Don't be a sheep. Oh, Kanye's a genius. Kanye's brilliant. Huh? Do you even hear what he's saying? Do you not see what he's doing and what he's saying? That's nothing. That's nothing genius about that.
Yep. So I guess he's not missing because it says that he's safe and fine. He's just taking a sabbatical from the internet, which doesn't even matter in my view because he takes those quite a bit and comes back the same, if not worse. So it doesn't even matter if he takes a sabbatical. He'll come back, he's the same or even more high powered, you know, views and opinions than before.
But what if possibly he decided to take this sabbatical because nobody was paying attention to him anymore? They're like, yeah, Kanye, whatever. Yeah, Kanye, whatever. And he's like, and maybe his ego couldn't take that. And he's like, I'm going to step away.
Could be.
And then he can come back and say, I had to take a break, because things were getting out of control. I'm like, yeah, Diva, go away.
No, it wasn't. No, people were still. I mean, the sad thing is, people were still listening to him. He did that whole Alex Jones interview where he was praising Nazis and Hitler, and people were still talking about Hitler didn't have nothing against black people. I'm like, what world was y'all living in? What history did y'all learn in? And it's like people just want to rewrite history because
Well,
Kanye said that dumb shit.
I don't know about rewriting history, but Hitler was in what, Poland?
Germany, right?
Well, he was in that Poland, Germany, Austria,
Yeah.
and that area.
Right.
At that time, I don't think there was a lot of us over there, but I'm sure he would have had a problem with us if there were. But
the way to
but
know
the
that he had a
problem that
problem.
Hitler had was Hitler had mental issues, so maybe that's why he's relating to him.
Right.
No, the best way to tell is what happened at the Olympics when Jesse Owens beat the Germans in every event, and he
Fair
hated
point.
it, and he left, and he wouldn't even talk to Jesse Owens. So that tells you how you feel about
Very
black people.
fair point.
You
But
know that.
you got to take that into account that he didn't like anybody that he didn't see as blonde hair, blue eyed Aryan. And he wasn't even blonde hair, blue eyed and Aryan, but that's what he saw in the mirror. That's why we know he had mental problems. Because when I get up, I don't see Kim Kardashian in the mirror. I see my old, tired, whatever. But so we don't know what lens he was looking at that through. But you do make a fair point that he had wanted nothing to do with him.
I heard his mom was Jewish and he hated Jewish people. That's why he hated his mother. That's what I heard in school.
We'll never know because none of us can ever be inside of his head. But I know he did take suicide isn't always the coward's way out. But
No, they didn't. No, they didn't teach that in Chicago. It's okay. Well, we gotta get into it. It's the Hoteps. Who think they the original, think they're the real Jewish people who say that Hitler didn't have a problem with black people. Like, it's just dumb. They stand on corners and yell at people. I don't get into the Hoteps, but the Black Israelites.
well,
Right.
I haven't found like any. Okay, let's put it this way. I haven't found any society that seems to accept black people because even when they were evacuating people in the Ukraine, I don't know what black people was doing in the Ukraine, but they were denying them access to crossing borders to safety. I don't even know. I'm trying to figure. I'm still stuck on how did you get to Ukraine?
Right. How did you get there?
But it seems no matter where black people go, no matter what we do, society, whatever society we're in, seems to have a problem with us, but that's neither here nor there. You know, that ain't got nothing to do with Kanye unless Kanye got a problem with us too, which that could an argument could be made for that, but I'm not going there because I don't really, this.
I don't know. Kanye, I don't know. I'm tired of talking. I mean,
Exactly.
it's maddening the way that people react to him.
Be right back.
Okay. It's just maddening. It's like, what are y'all seeing? And what are y'all really seeing? And I'm missing. Help me understand what he's saying. That's so enlightening. It's just gibberish.
I had an interesting point made by my son because I said to him, anybody that doesn't read, I don't think is intelligent. Well, I didn't say it. I didn't say intelligent. I said I don't think they have critical thinking skills because in order to think critically, you have to be able to comprehend words. And I don't care if you're reading a fishing magazine, I don't care if you're reading a hunting magazine, you have to comprehend the words that are on that page, which means if you don't read, that says to me you don't have critical thinking skills. My son says, well, I don't read much, but I listen to audiobooks. Does that count? And I said, yes, because you have to comprehend the topics that are being read to you. He says, well, maybe Kanye listens to audiobooks. I said he would have said that by now.
People
If
love
that's the
making
case.
excuses for him. People always want to interpret what what he really meant was, no. What he said was that.
I heard what
Don't
he
try
said.
to switch it up. Yeah, we all heard what he said. Don't try to switch it up for him. Don't try to correct for him. No, we heard what he said. No, what Kanye means is he trying to say, no. We heard him say, I like Hitler. The Nazis are not bad people. We heard him say that. Don't try to, cover for him. Stop trying to shoot him some bail. We all heard what he said. It's trash.
He did say that. He said
it.
Not all people are bad, and everybody's got something good to offer, something to that effect, and that even the Nazis had something good or something to offer, something to that effect. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Here's something good about Hitler. He was a painter and a vegetarian. Shoot him on principle alone.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're trying to rebrand. He's trying to rebrand Nazis, which is ridiculous.
Right. Well, wait a minute. We don't even have to go as far as Nazis. And I think I said this to you the other day, Roz. This woman said something about a woman who had an autistic child that made a lot of noise because some autistic children that are nonverbal, they wail. And she said to take that child and donate whatever organs that weren't R worded and put him out of his misery. I was like, I'm going to heaven because that chick is going to break hell wide open. How do you say that about a child? I don't know how old this child is.
Right.
But I have a grandson that's autistic, that's nonverbal. And he doesn't wail, but he will squeal or yell, Never did it occur to me to donate his heart, lungs, and liver because he's never going to be, nobody's ever going to hire him. You don't know what he can grow up to be.
Right.
They have tablets that allow autistic people to talk and things like that. I was like, wow. So I'm
Some people are just heartless. Some people are just heartless.
But that's heartless to a different level. Hitler was just heartless to, I don't like this particular faction of people. And I can find reasons why I don't like this particular faction of people. And given the times that he came up in, it was right after World War One, and people were struggling and blah 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 blah. That's how he rose to power. But I'm like, I don't understand how Kanye rose to power. I don't get it. A
He had
few
good music.
albums and some boots.
No,
Yep.
it was the music. It was the music. It
And
was good
producing.
music.
I give you that. It was good music, but once he opened his mouth outside of the music, wasn't anybody paying attention?
Some people were like, "Oh no, hold on, wait, what were you talking about?" And other people were just some people were so starstruck by people celebrity worship where they was like, you know what, he can say no wrong because he made College Dropout, and that's how they felt about it. You know what I'm saying? So once people like they say in this country, we worship celebrities. Hold on one second, I got a call coming in.
I agree with him, but I don't understand. Okay, I don't understand now why we worship celebrities. I did when I was 13, and I worshiped Michael Jackson. You muted. And I worship Prince and all this, that, and the other, but you're muted.
I like
There you
Michael
go.
Jackson. I loved Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was the shit.
But I mean, when you're a 12 or 13-year-old girl and you're going, that's fine. But when you're a 40-year-old man sitting in your house that you own with your wife,
Yeah.
why are you going, Kanye's a genius?
Right.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to show my screen on live.
Oh, okay. So I mean that's the celebrity worship I don't get now.
Yeah.
Cuz it's not kids. It's and even when it's kids, there needs to be some kind of intervention.
Inner what?
Intervention by
Yeah.
the parents. Because when I was a kid, it was Michael Jackson versus Prince.
Right.
Michael Jackson was safe, Prince was the dangerous bad boy.
Right.
And Prince was the one that was far less likely to hurt you
Right.
than Michael Jackson, according to the stories, allegedly. So, but that was the persona that Prince took on. I'm the bad boy. I'm, but I will never get over the fact that I was taller than Prince. Yes.
Yeah. I love Prince.
So I might not, maybe I wasn't. I thought he was 5'2", but he might have been 5'4".
I never saw Purple Rain ever.
What?
Never saw the movie.
You've never you. I love you, Marcy, but
Still never seen it. I
I
need
might
to watch
have to
it.
delete your number.
I
Because
still
that's
never
a
seen
cardinal
it.
sin.
I need to watch it.
It's a dark movie. It really is. It's a dark movie, and
Really?
yeah, it is. And well, all of them were kind of dark if you paid attention to the storyline that was being told, and that was Prince's whole thing of telling a story without telling a story.
Yeah.
So I miss that man. I do. I miss that man.
Yeah, it was sad. When did he die? What year was that? I know Michael was 09, but I forget when.
I don't know, because in my mind he's still alive.
Yeah. That was a
But
sad one.
2023 came in with a bang. Barbara
Yep.
Walters, Pele, and there was one other one. I'm like, dude, we 3 days in and you got 3 murders on your hands already. What is going on with 2023?
Right?
Oh,
I swear
the
to
Pope,
God.
Pope Benedict. That was
Yeah, he just died, what, last week?
no, it was just after the first.
Wow. Well, I want to show the oozing hospital beds. I don't know how to bring it up on the screen, but and Tevin, I love you to death. I'm sorry. I just can't follow everybody back, but I love you to death, Tevin. I see all of your tweets. I think you're amazing. No hard
Wait,
feelings.
oozing hospital bed?
Yes. There's a hospital bed. I sent him a link and it's oozing with blood on it. Blood coming from the hospital bed. They just keep taping over the hospital bed at the hospital. So when you go in there and you're having an emergency, they're saying that the bed that you lay on probably is blood soaked, but they can't afford to constantly keep on buying hospital beds, so they just tape over it. And this guy was at the hospital and he squeezed the bed and blood was coming out of it. And it's on YouTube.
Excuse me, they charge you $85 for a box of Kleenex. How come they can't afford new hospital beds?
I'm not sure, but
I
he's
pay
got
a
the video.
lot for my insurance. If I lay on a hospital bed and it oozes on me, y'all getting sued.
I can't find that video.
Really?
I have not been. Yeah.
Let me
What
try
was
to
it
find
under?
oozing hospital bed on YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay, 1 second.
Yep.
Talk amongst yourself.
Yeah. Well, you pay a lot. You said.
Well, okay. I probably don't pay as much as you, but I pay
Shit.
quite a bit.
I don't pay anything, so you pay more.
But we took on because they were trying to bust up our union. We said, okay, we'll take on paying because it used to be that my job covered all of our insurance costs, 100%. We didn't have to pay anything.
Damn.
When they tried to bust up our union, they said, okay, we'll pay 50%.
Dang.
So I pay 50% of my health, dental, and vision. Now, the fact that I have health, dental, and vision is a good thing.
I not only have the complaint, I've got the videos, and let me tell you, it is one thing to hear about oozing mattresses, it's a whole nother thing to see them. And we do have to warn you, what you're about to watch is graphic. Imagine lying on a hospital bed with this happening. In videos provided by the Washington State Nurses Association, you see a napkin picking up what appears to be bloody fluid seeping from a patched up mattress.
This can certainly be a biohazard to patients and to healthcare workers because blood and body fluids can carry illnesses that can be passed on.
Sicknesses that can range from minor to major. Ruth Schubert with the Washington State Nurses Association says micro tears in mattresses, bodily fluids of previous patients, and being used in labor and delivery. She says the union was alerted to the problem 2 months ago, and that the patching was part of St. Joseph's response to the discovery.
The patching material apparently wasn't applied correctly because it rolled up around the edges and there was still body fluids and blood seeping up through between the patches.
We obtained this complaint to the DOH. It says St. Joseph's was notified of the problem in early September, and more compromised.
Hold on. The patches weren't applied properly. How about not using patches? How about getting new beds? Okay, I'm sorry.
Beds were found throughout the month. We reached out to the DOH and they told us they would look into our request. In a statement from St. Joseph's Medical Center, they say compromised beds are immediately taken out of commission and are not used for patient care.
What St. Joe said may be their ideal, but it is certainly not what happened here. It took 2 months to get this problem resolved, and that's just too long.
The hospital told us there's been a backlog in ordering new mattresses. Schubert says supply chain issues aren't enough of an answer. And since these oozing mattresses weren't routine maintenance, Schubert says there needs to be a better system for identifying these problems.
Okay. Where's the money going? That's what I was thinking about. Where's all the money going? Where's all the money going in these hospitals?
Administration.
Administration?
Yeah, you know that guy at the top. But what about, okay, I probably watched too many true crime things, but what about DNA, like, mixture or whatever? You're laying
Yeah,
on that.
exactly.
It's
That's what I'm
not your
saying.
DNA. It's not the kid's DNA. It's not the father's DNA. It's some random stranger, and he goes to jail for murder or something because, ew.
No, you can't. No, DNA doesn't mix like that. I mean,
But
you
if
have the
they go
DNA.
in and they identify your DNA, the mother's DNA, and an unidentified person's DNA, and they run that DNA and it pops up in the system, they're going to want to know why that person was there or how that person was there. And they're going to want to know why your DNA was there. It's like, well, I was there 6 months ago and I had a kid. Or I was there 6 months ago and they cut my leg or something. That
I don't.
I don't ever want to lay in a hospital bed again when you see that video of it oozing blood. Fuck that.
Hospitals aren't
But
the cleanest to begin with.
that's very true.
I mean, they put up a good. They do what they do. They put up a good fight. You know what I'm saying, to keep it clean, but it's just too much. You know
I
what I'm
always
saying?
thought hospitals were like perfect, so clean, so perfect. You never get hurt there because they know what they're doing. You smell the bleach. You feel comfortable there. I always felt comfortable in a hospital until you start seeing people dying and shit.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever spent any time in a hospital with an illness?
I went in for what I thought was bronchitis like in 2015, and then they said something was wrong with my heart, that I had an irregular heartbeat, and they kept me for 3 days, made me do a stress test, all this stuff, gave me check for an embolism, but I never had any. So I didn't feel that great, but it was
Yeah, so they woke you up like every 2 hours and they took your blood pressure and your
yeah.
temp. How did you feel safe in that environment? I wanted to kill every last one of them heifers that came in my room. I'm
Kept
like,
giving
let
me
me
a shot in
rest
my
in the
stomach.
hospital. I'm sick. Let me sleep.
Yeah, they kept giving me a shot in my stomach every 6 hours. They said I had to have a shot in my stomach. I remember thinking that you just won't leave me alone. Why does somebody keep waking me up? I remember thinking that.
I haven't spent any time in the hospital since I was a little kid, so I've been somewhat healthy to stay avoided being in the hospital. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, when's the last time? It's been over 20 years since I haven't been to hospitals in Madison.
Good.
Good for you.
Well,
I can't say that.
The only major surgery I had was had my appendix taken out. I've never broken a bone in my body. Knock on wood again. I don't know how I avoided the hospital because I've done everything to end up in the hospital, playing football, rugby, running 5Ks, tough mother.
Yeah, and I sat on the couch and I wound up. I got a heart condition. I got back problems. I got to see a chiropractor. Not fair.
Yeah, really.
And I'm not done. I'm
I
still get back
am.
out there.
I am. I'm still not moving. I still got things going on. But I did beat diabetes.
But you know what, though? Congratulations on that. But you know what else? She's Marcy Diamond. Her Twitter is Marcy Diamond 2. Why is it 2? Because it's her second Twitter. They banned the first one. You can also find her at TikTok at Marcy Diamond, and her website is www.pog.life. I am Roz Mix. You can find me on all social media on Roz_Mix. Add me on Snapchat. I've been having fun with my Snapchats. Add me on Snapchat at Roz_Mix. Look at my YouTube. Search Roz Mix on YouTube. You'll find me. Subscribe and be a fan of the channel. And we have Kinshok. You find her at Kinshok29. We're going to get her to tweet more. We're trying to get her to be more active on her Twitter, but you know what it is, what it is. Any last words before we shut it down for tonight?
No.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Keep sharing, keep liking, keep commenting. We love y'all, and we'll see you guys next week.